Routine, and today we're gonna be doing a little stream of me drawing my characters, some big kind of Sonic characters, maybe um maybe Mango and Prototype, and some I'll be drawing some of my favorite BFDI characters and all of such object shows, Sonic the Hedgehog stuff. You know how it goes around here. So let's go to flip a clip. So we're gonna first, of course, draw Big Henry and Sonic. It's gonna be like one icon for both of them. So it's like basically skin pumpers, like in some way. It's gonna look like some skin pump. Well, it's not gonna look like them, but it's gonna give off the vibe. They're gonna have these little icons, like an FNF and stuff. That looks like that does not look like Sonic. We'll just draw Big Netty. Screw it. Hey, we might do gaming videos. Who knows? And maybe we might, I might show a whole live of every Big on Sonic episode. God dang it. Drawing the nose for these characters is easy when you're like drawing on paper, but when it comes to drawing online, like on Flip-a-Clip or Adobe Animate, it's really hard. Especially if you're just using my finger, which I'm doing that. But that looks weird. Me at least that. And we're just drawing the heads of Big Henry and Sonic. No, I don't mean heads like that. I think you already know what Big Henry looks like. He's basically the Super Shadow plush we use for the videos. Let's use the red for the eyes. Wait. So we can color that red. And then change the whole thing to banana, because that's the color scheme Big Natty we're going with. And then, you already know the muzzle color for big Sonic characters. Wait, what color is Big Natty's muzzle? I forget what color it was. I think it was like an orangish one. His muzzle was like orange, kinda. And so was the inside of his ear, and that's a Big Natty. Well, that's a little doodle of Big Natty. It's not the best thing. It's not. Wait, let me just fix the eyes. Yes, it looks like he's in a trance when his eyes are gone. Yeah, his eyes look more detailed now. But I'll make him look a little bit mean since he is Big Natty, but he isn't mean to everybody. He's kind of a chill guy because you guys seen stuff in the past couple of vids. Oh, Downstairs Part 3 hasn't came out yet because it was supposed to be made yesterday and today, but it keeps getting delayed because Turkey's doesn't want to do it. Well, she keeps forgetting. But it's not her fault, it's probably mine because I didn't remind her. Anyways, that's Big Natty, and we'll shrink it and we'll draw some more characters. Yes, that box looks weak. Next character, let's draw two. Well, actually, yeah, let's draw some Algebraians. I'm gonna draw four. Yes, I'm not the best at drawing Algebraians, but just Let me cook. That's what he looks like. He looks weird. Okay, bring it back. Let's just tilt it a little bit. So if you flip it that way. Wait. Wait, no, never mind. Let's change the asset because that looks weird. And really? Let me snap my neck real quick. I didn't mean snap, I meant crack. That sounded like that sounded like really bad. Where do I keep clicking the record button? Let's do make him do a pose you guys have probably seen. Like let's make him do a Pacific pose. His hand looked weird for a second. I might even draw my FNF LC. I know that looks rough. Now all you have to do is just draw a face. Which is probably the easiest step. Oh, and if you want to know my favorite algebra aliens, probably 3, 15, 4, 2, and 6. I just like 6. They're really charming. I like 3 because how mysterious he is. 7's also an okay one. 7's never been my favorite, but he's never been my least favorite either. Shrink. Let's make him a little bit bigger. So we finished 4. Now let's do some of my object show characters. We're gonna first start with Ross Object Show because that's the first object show I actually ever made, but it keeps evolving and so are the characters. I'll draw one of the first characters I ever made. Do you guys remember this character? Wait. Let me look at the old video real quick. Because there was an old video where I made a BFD ILC and it was like a cup with some foam at the top. And it was Cup's old design. And the character was supposed to be cute and deadly, but now it's like nice and has a dark side to the character. But now I just made their character nice. Not because its personality used to be like Leaf from BFDI, but that was copying somebody, so I had to make my OC unique. So, yeah. I'm just going to look at the video where I actually made the OC. Okay, so I'll show you what it used to look like. Cup's old OC. Well, no, Cup's old look. This is what she looks like. She looked like before. So I think this foam was supposed to be like it looks like beer foam now. Foam from like beer. Bet you know who this is her old design, right? You guys seen this in January, I think. This is her before. Let me add some text because drawing is hard. No, writing is hard in Photo Clip. It went from this. Let me draw what she looks like now. Let me just move this one out of the side. And a Cub's old gender was supposed to be a guy, but now they're a girl. I actually gave her arms for her new design, so you know. If you guys want to know my favorite object show, it's KFC. I like the show because it's charming and cute, and and there's lots of humor in it. It reminds me of the one with I forget the show name, but I know the host name. His name's Cracking It. I forget the show name. Please tell me in the comments because I do not know. Dot dot and dot 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 and dot. Wait. Dot. Wait. No. Dot. Yeah, that's good. This is the 4, and let me add the text. Wait, no, yeah. After this one, I'm gonna draw my FNFOC and maybe some more object show characters. So let me just move them. You guys excited for Teapot? Teapot, what was the cups? Oh yeah, Teapot 20. I'm really excited for that episode. I can't wait to see what 3 can do. Because 3 is my favorite number. Like, outside of BFDI, they're just my favorite number. Let me just make them a little bit smaller because they're like in the middle, but we need as much space we can get. Let me move them up here. Yeah, that's good. Good. Now let's draw my OC. So, yeah. This is going to be a rough sketch, so it won't really, you know. It's not colored, so you don't know what his color scheme will be. This is my, and his name's Starlet, by the way. Wait. He's those cool bandana things hood people have. No racial, because Bro, it's not even getting on the other one. Wait. Get off the audio tab. Oh, come on! Um... He doesn't talk. This character's a mute. That's why, you know. I didn't give him a map. Okay, that sounds so disrespectful. The whole little icon up there. Let's draw some more Algebraians, shall we? Let's, yeah. Before we, yeah, let's draw my Algebraian first. Let's draw 17. And this is what my Algebraian 17 looks like. You can draw them if you want to. His gender is a guy, and he has a crush on 15. Just like Zero, but he's not weak about it. No offense to Zero. He doesn't act weird about having a crush on 15. 17 plays it cool. Because he's just that guy. It'd be funny if I made him do the middle finger. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna show you his color scheme. That's what he looks like. Wait, that'd be funny. That'd be funny. Wait a second. This is gonna be funny. Actually, wait. Jump, let's move him. I would draw 4 holding a thing of milk. And then 17 chasing after him. The milk. Okay. And then I'll write text over 17. That's a beautiful looking box. Daddy, don't leave me. Let me just shrink down. Let me shrink him down real quick. We might be doing a reaction of every Big on Sonic episode too. Daddy, don't leave me. This whole thing's been 20 minutes so far. Wait. Let me size him back up. I'm gonna draw animatic after this, you know. So that's this tab. Let's go to the next tab. Let's see what we can draw for this next tab. Let's draw Sonic this time. Actually, no, let's draw animatic first. But, it's no animatic without clock, you know. I just have to look up a picture of clock. So I'm gonna draw clock first because he's harder to draw. Well, he's not harder, but you know. Wait, no, not like that. A circle. And since he's an algebraian, he's... For, the characters that, for the hosts that look like algebraians, but, for the hosts that look like algebraians, but they're not actually numbers, what are they? Because I don't think Michael and Carrie have explained that. I'm sorry, but some object show hosts that are algebraians, they have these terrifying looking smiles. Me, that little dot in front of his nose looks like, a nose. This is, by the way, if you don't know who this is Clock from It's Time For. You know, the object show. Just look it up after you watch this video. And the show's really funny. You should watch it. Same with Animatic Battle and, KFC. You know, the object show. KFC, the object show. Okay, that's better. So that's him so far. You guys can probably tell I'm working my hardest on this one character. Now we just gotta give him limbs and we can basically shrink him down and then we can draw some animatic. bro, his hands. When I'm drawing with my finger, I struggle with the hands. Like when I draw and flip clip with my finger, it's so hard because um I don't draw algebra aliens that much on here. I usually draw them on paper. I mean, that's a decent hand. And then hand 2. So that's a nice looking drawing of Clock. Does it look like him, guys? I'll color him real quick. Let me just shrink it down because the other characters need their spotlight too. It would be funny if I drew him and Anna kissing. So that's what his asset looks like so far. I might be able to draw some Object Full characters. My favorite joke show is probably Object Full. I also like Thanos. Thanos isn't that bad either. I don't know what color his eyes are. I'm just gonna use black. Okay, that's Animatic 2. Animac's probably the easiest Object Show house to draw. Him and Square from the what's it called? What's the show called? The OBS, yeah, the OBS. He's still too big. That's better. So they're basically the same size now. Let's draw some actual like BFI characters. Let's draw my favorite character. I think you all know who this is. He was Rod and Teapot. Bro, he was really good. I'd rather have someone like Marker be eliminated over him. Because, I like Lightning. Lightning's my favorite Death Pack member besides, probably like Fanny or Tree. I'm gonna make him look so mad because, this is, when he got robbed in Teapot. Who's your guys' favorite Teapot character? And who do you want to be eliminated in Teapot 20? Because I forget the options. I'll probably watch Teapot 20 again, but who knows? I'm just waiting for Teapot 20 to come out just so I can see the Algebra Aliens get more spotlight, like 3 and 4. Wait, no, 4's already had the spotlight way too much. Too much spotlight. We need spotlight on the other Algebra Aliens. Because I'm still wondering what happened to them after, that little short that happened. Earlier this year, the beginning of the year. You guys know what I'm talking about. The 2,763 to sub goal, and I wonder what happened to the others. Algebra Aliens. Okay, that took a while to do. Well, not much, but that's Lightning. Let's draw Fireball. Well, not Fireball from that one object show, with him and Pound. My Fireball, the Fireball in my object show. Well, it hasn't came out yet, but Fireball is one of them. One of the first characters I actually started drawing. Cup was the first the first object show character I made. So you know. This circle's way too big. Okay, so that's the circle. It's gonna take a little bit to draw his sharp teeth. That's what he looks like so far. I'm gonna draw his limbs, don't worry. Let me put him over here. Let me put him up a little bit. Yeah, like that. Yes, that's my object show style, but I'm mad. I'm mad. I'll tell you guys why. Because I have to. There's an orientation thing happening. Because I have to go to middle school. Well, not I. I don't have to go to middle school tomorrow. I have to meet my teachers tomorrow. You know, but I really don't. And if you know me, then you know that I'm not really an I don't like socializing with people. Okay, so his color scheme would be orange and yellow. The circle in the middle, the first circle we drew for him, it's yellow, and his outline is everything else is orange. Wait, let me draw his name. So far, this little mini stream thing, 30 minutes long. Well, let's just shrink that. I think you already know what I draw next. Get out. I don't know what that was. Cherokee Zoe just busted in here and grabbed stuff. But anyways, wait, that's too thick. No teeth. I'm gonna draw Sonic next. Oh no. Bro, what happened to Animatic's hands? I have a feeling that Cherokee Zoe is gonna bust in here. Does anyone feel like 2026 is going to be a good year next year? Because 2025 is going quick. It feels like it started yesterday, to be honest. This little mini stream might be, an hour. Like, an hour or probably 50 minutes. So that's Sonic. And since we colored Big Nutty in the last page, I'm probably going to color Sonic too. We have to color his eyes differently. His eyes need to be changed to the more modern ones we see now. Okay, so basically, I can still see the 17 on the background of the stream just saying, "Daddy, don't leave me," and then 4 has the milk. But anyways, I'm probably gonna draw. I'm gonna try to draw Teardrop. I'm probably gonna struggle because I can't draw her that good. Yeah, see. I mean, it's not the worst Teardrop I ever drew, but it's not the best Teardrop I ever drew. Teardrop Jr. Yeah, Teardrop Jr. Wait, let me erase. Let's actually do Fanny. Since, you guys already know I ship Fanny and Lightning together because of that little scene in Teapot 7 of Lightning's elimination. In the comments, type in your favorite BFDI character. I truly want to know. That's Fanny. Let's shrink her down a little bit. I got rid of Animatic's legs. Animatic's legs look. This will be streams about 40 minutes long. let's go to the next page. Yeah. Um, let's draw some more of my characters. I'm gonna draw. I'm looking at the papers I have of the characters. I'm gonna draw one of the hosts I made. They're actually a variable, like X. You know X from BFDI. Wait, no. We have to give him a bow tie, so I'm gonna move his eyes up here. Here. Yes, this host is adorable. This host is non-binary, and it's a girl. It's a girl. I'll give her a little yellow bow tie. If she reminds you something, just comment in the comments. Okay, that was kind of stupid. But her name's C, because she is the letter C. And the reason she is the letter C is because my name starts with the letter C. Probably this stream's probably gonna be like 50 minutes. Let me stretch real quick. Okay, we can keep going. So then let's draw. Let's draw one of my other ones. One of my other Ross Optic Show characters. This is Asteroid. This is Fireball's boyfriend. And this character does not talk. He does not have a voice. Because he lost his voice box. His asset's going to be gray. Well, yeah, that's what the asset color would be. You guys like the hand? Yeah, the hand's pretty cool. Yes, this is Fireball's boyfriend. So after Asteroid, let's draw some more. We could have filled a whole page with all of the characters and called it a day. Ooh, let me stretch real quick. Okay, let's keep going. Actually, yes, screw it. I'm gonna do a whole page of all of my characters. Well, all of my characters for this show. And you have to guess the object. Well, I'll tell you the object. This character's really dumb. That's why he's drawn in a different like style. So far, 46 minutes. Let's draw Fireball again. Fireball. I swear, if the captions put Fireball, I'm gonna crash out. Okay, I made Fireball a little bit too small. And yes, this stream's probably gonna be like, what, 50 minutes? Because it says 47. I'm gonna draw a Fireball right next to his VF. Because like the hand coming out of Asteroid's body. Let me draw a smile real quick. Well, I'm not gonna draw all of them, but I might as well draw half of them. Yes, they're holding hands. Um, okay, so we can draw one last character and then the stream can finish itself. So, let's draw Strawberry Cheesecake. This is a girl character, by the way, and, I like the design. You guys can comment if you like her design, too. She based off a photo I saw of, like, when I was trying to get some more characters into the show. Let me draw a strawberry. She's basically BFDI Woody done right. And and that's the last one. So I think we'll end the stream here. Let's go back here. And this is the place we're gonna be. This is the place we're gonna be ending the stream. So I'm happy you got most of you guys enjoyed. And yeah. Wait. Okay, now we can stop it.